I wanted to make a short video, although we're going to be producing a longer format video on this exact topic, but I feel like there's a lot of misinformation out there and it deserves some clarification. So I want to talk about the recall. There's conversation and chatter out there about how too many Republican candidates are going to dilute the voting pool and basically split the votes. There's also talk about how we need a big name, a big celebrity, big name ID individual to beat Gavin Newsom. Both of those things are incorrect, and we need to talk about them and we need to understand them. So here's the way the recall works. You're gonna get a ballot. There are gonna be two questions on the ballot. Do you wanna recall Gavin Newsom, yes or no? Second question is, who would you like to replace Gavin Newsom? Let's stick with the first question for a second, and let me say it again. Do you wish to recall Gavin Newsom, yes or no? Now think about that question for a second. It doesn't list a candidate opposing Gavin Newsom. It doesn't give you the option to choose a candidate that you want to replace Gavin Newsom. Why? It's because Gavin Newsom is not competing against any candidate for his position. There are 41 gubernatorial candidates on the ballot, and not one of them is competing against Gavin Newsom. It is Gavin Newsom versus the people of California. The people of California can unseat and recall Gavin Newsom irregardless of who's on the ballot. Because question number one gives you, the voter, the authority and the power to remove him from office. Do you wish to recall Gavin Newsom? If enough of us select yes, Gavin Newsom's gone. There's an empty seat in Sacramento, irregardless of who fills it. In question number two, he's gone. So it's the people of California versus Gavin Newsom in question number one. You want Gavin gone? You want him unseated? You want him recalled? You don't need a candidate to do that. You need to get out. You need to vote yes on question number one. Then he's gone. Question number two comes into play when enough people have voted yes on question number one. And it's basically, who do you want to fill that empty seat that was created by question number one? And in which case, you just vote your conscience. You vote for whatever candidate you feel best aligns and checks all the boxes for you on policy, on principle, on integrity, on character. So it's important that you understand how the recall works. It's important that you understand that the Republican candidates are not splitting the vote, and that it's not any one Republican candidate versus Gavin Newsom. It's the people of California, which means you don't need big name ID. You don't need celebrity status. You don't need any of that traditional math logic that you need in a general election. All you need is for enough California voters to come out and vote yes on question number one, and he's gone. Question number two then comes into play, and at that point, you should vote for the candidate that best aligns with all of your core values on policy, on principle, on character and integrity. And so that's how it works. We're gonna be producing a longer format video to outline this in great detail. But the most important thing you can do right now is equip yourself with the information on how to be an effective voter in the recall come September 14th.